Yo guys, today we're going to watch an interesting video. And yeah, I don't want to see it. Let's just watch it. Like you see the title, just watch it.
Fellow netizens, Plus here. Can I ask you a simple question? What do you think defines the perfect mother figure? Is it the warmth she radiates when she cares for you, the sacred bond of childbirth, or perhaps something far simpler, something primal, something bouncy, big thighs and huge breasts? Who has the biggest boobs on Terra? An age-old question that has perplexed philosophers and gooners alike. A question that has been bothering the Sargonian schoolers.
Guardians
Sargon was still a superpower. Luckily, you're not alone in your quest to find massive badonkers. As the doctor of this perfectly legal pharmaceutical company, you have amassed a veritable Pokédex of busty operators from all across Terra. You know their names, skills, IP address, and cup sizes for strategic reasons.
Do we actually know it? I don't think they give the information, right?
Which means it really isn't a difficult task to evaluate who needs our personal assistance in carrying those heavy milkers. But it is inevitable that some people will ask, why did you make this video? To which I ask, why are you still watching? In fact, I know exactly why you are still watching this video. You are here just like everyone else, with the hive-minded spirit of
I'm here just to give more Arknight content, not gonna lie.
goonerism. You're ready to have a taste of the best milk harvested on Terra. Welcome to the internet. I'm gonna present to you some of the best featured on Terra.
What just happened to the caption? Have a look around, anything that brain viewers can think of we can be found. We got abundance of content, some better or some worse. If none of it's interesting you
Welcome to the internet. I'm gonna present to you some of the best features this land has ever witnessed, whether they were from the beginning of the game or the latest new assets, because while power creep exists, boob physics will always stand against the test of time. And with that being said, let's get right into it.
Is he going to go do a top 10 in the game?
This is someone who used to be an NPC, a boss enemy to be more precise, someone who used to bunk us back to our senses. You didn't know her background, her story, or
it's Murdoch.
even her gender. She was just the menace that hit our operators like a truck, until one day she took off the top of her suit, and every doctor collectively lost all their sanities for the next few days. Introducing Mudrock, she was a reunion member before they turned edgy.
Oh, she was a reunion member. I didn't know that. What? Murdoch was a reunion member? What?
Introducing Mudrock, she was a reunion
Okay, that does look like a reunion
member before they turned edgy. She's an architect.
Oh, before they turned edgy? Oh my, she was very early then.
Of stone golems, the size of small buildings. Furthermore, she once led a battle-hardened mercenary squad. She tanked heavy artillery, protected the infected, and resisted war crimes like she was speedrunning the Castalian redemption arc. And now she is fighting for spinal alignment. HR at Rhodes Island officially lists her under Juggernaut, not for her role, but for her mass distribution. 20 kilograms of additional frontal physics that defy modern engineering. In fact, her bust is so structurally significant, I'm quite certain it is considered critical infrastructure in Castell. She was the total opposite of what people would have called MILF material and attractive, although I do see a different kind of attractiveness when she is still wearing that suit. For someone so battle-hardened who controls
the caption is being weird.
The rocks and soil, her chest seemed to be surprisingly soft and comfy.
Is the caption auto? Wait, auto generated? Okay, that whatever.
Intensely about it. She's wearing that 200 pounds of armor, cushioned with rocks for
It's not really that big.
12 hours straight.
But she is hot.
Isn't just a visual, it is a whole ecosystem, marinated, fermented, aged Castalian wine. Now let that sink in. No, literally. Imagine your head sinking in between. You're not just feeling softness, you are breathing it in. A swirl blend of iron, sweat, and month-old floral body spray applied with...
Holy, this guy really knows how to how to describe very suggestive things.
The precision of a government budget. She uses it once every full moon, and that scent is mixed up with rocks and soil. You don't leave Mudrock's chest the same person you were when you entered, in a good way. And look, I know her official profile says she's just 163,
She's short.
but that is because the height chart doesn't factor in the orbital presence of her top tier boobage. Mudrock isn't short, she's dense. And if I hear
She's
anyone
dense. That's an insane line.
calling her a midget or short stack, I will let you know that you're absolutely safe at 3 AM. What do you mean I send my Discord moderators like assassins after people? I've never done such things. Let it be known that height doesn't matter in a contest of boobs, and
True.
you will understand what I mean soon enough. Dorothy Franks is the next one on the list. This Zalak from Rhinelab isn't just a top tier scientist and a trap enthusiast.
Dorothy
She's
is
also
here.
a walking containment breach in the bust department. As
Ooh.
director of the Originium Arts section, Dorothy doesn't just push the boundaries of Originium Arts for practicality, she pushes the limit of how much jiggle can legally exist in a sterile research environment. Now, I know her operator file doesn't state her measurements, so let me just put it this way. Her resonators aren't the only thing triggering AoE effects. She walks into a lab and the beakers start fogging up from pure humidity. Even her clipboard gets more action than half the Rhinelab interns.
Clipboard?
Her cleavage, it's got the scent of overnight cold brew, long forgotten equations, and the faint aroma of lab-safe disinfectant sprayed hours ago by the janitor, too afraid to ask her to move. You don't just look at it, you hypothesize, you document, and most importantly, you submit peer-reviewed papers. Touching it, a sensory experience. The static clinch of her lab coat pressed against skin-tight underlayers, and the subtle synthetic polyester friction that leaves you wondering, is this what innovation feels like?
Innovation
You think
feels
she's
like.
socially awkward? Nah, that is just the side effect of trying to maintain
I don't know.
eye contact.
I don't know about her. Like, I don't feel anything.
She's packing
Like, what you call it? For Muldrock, I understand, but for her, maybe she's not really my type.
classified data clusters in the front row.
And I don't think she's that big.
Let me be frank with
I've seen bigger
pun fully intended.
in Arknights.
There's not a single intern in Rhinelab who hasn't accidentally walked face first into chest level danger during a coffee run. And what danger it is not just about size, though trust me, those are research grade. It is the way they sit there so smug, like they have seen way more unethical experiments
The fuck? Why are we talking about law suddenly?
than the ethics board ever will. Because Dorothy, she doesn't care about rules. She knows the Geneva Convention is outdated. She doesn't break boundaries. She surgically rewrites them. Dorothy doesn't care about morals or ethics because she's out of her way to bring peace to this godforsaken world by making everyone equally happy. And to accomplish that, she has got a theorem. A magic theorem. We don't love Dorothy because she commits war crimes in the name of science. We love Dorothy
She commits war crimes? Okay.
she does it in a lovely way. Like, could you refuse her request to repurpose a volunteer's consciousness into a test subject
The fuck? What?
without their consent when she looked at you
Without their consent?
and said,
She looks so nice, what the fuck?
well, I couldn't. She is the kind of woman we think we can fix, but deep down we all know we don't want to. And honestly,
Damn, she looks innocent. I didn't know she was that I didn't know she was evil. What the
we
hell?
have to. What we do need to fix is our sleep schedule, because
True.
thinking about morally grey women at 3 AM is how we end up emotionally attached, sleep deprived and hallucinating new banners. Thankfully, that is where today's sponsor comes in, Lonely Pillow, the only
Stop.
pillow
I don't-
neither do
I don't care.
all the way to first Pillow's link. The next one has already been prophesied to be on the list. Her fate was
Prophesized?
carved on the full daughters long before I even thought of making this video. Introducing Typhon, the short stack.
Typhon.
She is just 155 centimeters tall, despite
What?
being
Damn,
raised
so
by
short.
a really tall Cyclops Sarkaz who has probably preached her the way of the MILF, amongst many other things, when she was still an infant. She learned how to hunt, how to survive in the cold winter, and most importantly,
She looks like a
how
kid,
to
not gonna lie.
weaponize her chest size.
Whoa,
like
what
it's
the
a
hell?
magical-
Her chibi, what the hell? Look at her chibi. Holy jiggle physics on the chibis.
You think it is cold in Sami? Not when you've got two heat sinks strapped front and center, generating enough friction to melt a glacier. And trust me when I say those badonkers are plot relevant. Valakyn didn't pass them on so she could become a background character. Her black bow that she carries around is actually so dangerous, one might classify it as an SCP anomaly, because
holy thighs!
One might
Look at her thighs, holy!
classify it
That crossbow is so big, what the heck?
as an SCP anomaly, because through the collapsal infused power that is being contained with Sarkaz witchcraft, this arrow can pierce through any armor
Oh damn, so strong.
and bend space itself.
Bend
But
space?
the
What the
real
fuck?
anomaly are the two celestial bodies, which can also bend space and distort attention spans. You see these buttons there? They are bearing the heaviest responsibility. It's like the twin moons caught in Terra's gravity well. A simple glance on this majestic sight gives backpain a whole new meaning.
Backpain whole new meaning.
She has been
Oh my, she looks so insane here, holy.
constantly fending off Sami from the demons of the north. While most operators treat S-tier Boobs as a logistical nightmare, Typhon turns it into an asset. She doesn't carry those things. She mounts them like biological stabilizers. Every shot she takes is center balanced by two counterweight, calibrated by Sami's spite and Sarkaz physics, where she whispers the names of her enemies. These pairs don't carry themselves. It requires a certain amount
Holy, what the hell? What the heck? What is this manga?
of character development to manage that kind of payload in sub-zero temperature while
Oh damn, we get to see the portal, oh my god.
chasing demons across the Infi ice field. And sleeping, these celestial bodies requires orbital adjustment
Oh my
every
god.
time she rolls over, and what a sensory experience it must be. Touching them, it is not a matter of how, but a matter of when, because that has already been written on the Foldatals since the day she was saved. Your sweat gets instantly frozen, but somehow she's keeping you warm. This isn't about living out your pleasure before succumbing to collapsal corruption. This is about staying alive by capitalizing the most reliable heat source. And I am forever grateful to Valakyn for passing on all the essential MILF protocols into this gremlin-sized menace. She is so small, I could literally lift her by the horns, use them like handlebars, being the
Whoa.
ventrigoonist I am, and
Whoa.
do hilarious things with her. She is Liberi. She is Media. She rides with the wind.
Can we I'm not sitting here hearing about this girl. Who is this? Did we change?
I've done the math. Luckily, I was right. There is a scientific paper, peer-reviewed, published and read by millions of virgins around the globe. Analysis and qualitative effects of large breasts on aerodynamic performance and wake of a Miss
What the hell? What the heck is this?
Kobayashi's Dragon Maid character. Yes, it's real. Yes, I've read it. And yes, I took notes. This shit is so peak. According to the paper, large breasts increase frontal area drag, generate turbulent wake flow, and as a result,
The fuck? It actually is a study? What the heck?
negatively impact aerodynamic efficiency during flight, unless they are perfectly aligned with body posture and angle of attack. In other words, anime boobs are a flight risk. They create drag, they mess with your lift, they compromise maneuverability in high-speed condition. This is exactly why she is so peak, doesn't control to breathe. That's and flirtation chokes and mad sing me birds.
Yeah, the beef is real. Yeah. Like, I rather make this video shorter than hearing anything about her.
I got this new anime plot.
Basically,
Basically, there's this high school girl, except she's got huge boobs. I mean, some serious honkers. A real set of badonkers. Packing some Budon honkaroos. Massive bahuka bakulus. Big old Tanaga honkers. What happens next? Transfer student shows up with even bigger bunker nahagos. Humongous hungulamunga.
we just speak non-human.
Plus here, I have another question for you. How big is too big? At which point can't it get bigger because human anatomy doesn't allow it? What is the threshold where oversize still looks good and not like you glued an airship into someone's chest? What is the absolute...
Damn, he's asking the real question. Like, for me, I do genuinely ask it. Like, sometimes I seen design where the boobs is so big that it just looks ugly to me. like generally, it feels like so gross sometimes. Like, yeah.
maximum of mass distribution that a company can greenlight and still make it past QA? All of those questions will be answered. Enter Utage, the operator with the biggest plot, despite being one of the oldest operators. Enter Utage, the operator with the biggest
Okay, is it real art of her?
plot, despite being one of the oldest operator originating
She
from
didn't
Season
look that
0.
big.
She has the least amount of lore in the list. I guess that is the drawback of originating from Higashi, the land of foggy lore.
I guess
People mock
Higashi.
Surtur for being all thighs but no backstory, but at least she looks like a myth. At least we know what race she is, at least we know more about her power, and at least we got some character development. Utage? We don't even know what she is. No other operator from Higashi has a clue. She might be an elder race, and honestly, I
That's
respect
Tanuki.
that. While her lore may be foggy, her assets are unskippable cutscenes. Every new player starting out the game and investing a sizable amount of OP will eventually get the Utage experience. Whether an experienced gacha player, a new person to the genre, whether an old geezer or a young gamer, there is no going back once she enters your retina. Every pose, every smile, every pixel of her
all characters
illustration is
Utage
carefully
getting big.
engineered for maximum hyperfixation. You think it is just boobage? No, it's neurological sabotage. She doesn't just trigger neuron activation, she rewrites your brain's priority queue. And every time Habergriff releases a new operator with incredible bust, it is always a contest of
The stronger
biggest
plot in it.
yesterday versus the biggest plot of today. And every top asset owner
Stop
starts the
showing
contest
it.
with a, nah, I'd win, which always result in an absolute defeat. At
Yeah,
the
defeat that
we
shit.
have to accept the fact that this is the limit. She is the limit. There's no bigger boobs in this game. With all of the measurements done and the boobs yapping concluded, I can only hope
Utage was so
Platinum
short.
and Wolfaren will return to the chat and give us their approval, or at least their judgment. For the dedicated gooners, the full link to that aerodynamic effects of anime titties paper is down in the description.
Damn,
Now, I know
insane.
some of you are typing profusely already, where is X, or why isn't she on the list? Look, I know there are a lot of boobs in this game that are nearly identical in size. I just picked those whom I'm most comfortable talking about, and if you try to question me over digital boobs, I must issue a formal warning. I am a self-proclaimed artist, but what does that mean? It means I can draw you pregnant. As always, if you enjoyed this
damn.
of a video, like it and leave a comment. Subscribe so you won't miss out on future
That's a scary threat. Oh my god. You try to fight him? Nah, I draw you pregnant, bro.
degeneracy and lore coverage. However, if you want to go a step further,
Yeah, I think that's all. Damn, it was shorter than I thought because I skipped this abomination. I'm not hearing it. Like, the beef is real. Like, this is going to be a trend with me. I will hate her to the core. Damn, that I didn't know Dorothy was. Like, I think the biggest reveal in this is that Dorothy is a messed up person. well, she is hot. Like, I do love what you call, like, in the character that he listed, she's probably my favorite, one of my favorites in terms of design. Like, she is very hot, but I didn't know she was reunion. Damn, new information. I keep getting new information that I didn't know. She didn't appear in the anime. I don't know that she was a reunion member. Like, what? Like, what reunion member that I didn't even know that they were reunion or something. Like, I know Crowsley were reunion, but where did she come from? Like, well, she's a sarcasm, meaning that she probably one of the mercenaries, but I don't know. Maybe Dark Memoir. I don't know which story, who was going to explain where she is during the, like, it would be cool to see her in the anime and fought with the what you call wood golems and everything, but nope, you didn't get to see her. But yeah, I think that's all from me. Thank you for watching. If you guys enjoy, please leave me subscribe. Please share the video to see more of my content, and please share the Discord and send any Arknights content that is worth watching. And yeah, peace out.